G'day guys, I'm Matthew Empey and I work for Paton Air Helicopters. I run the drone spraying program that we've recently developed. I've been working there for about 3.5 years now, but I've grown up in the industry, been around it my whole life, so it's good. Paton Air Helicopters is mainly an agriculture company. We specialise in weed suppression and everything to do with agriculture. We now have a drone spraying task force, which is quite cool, and we're developing that technology. The situation where you would use a drone instead of a helicopter or a ground rig is into your really hard to reach areas where they're in more sporadic spots and kind of scattered across the hill face. Rather than whole broadacre spraying, the drone is far better utilised when it's kind of spot spraying in different areas and your steep, hard to reach areas. The areas we wouldn't recommend using the drone is if you have hundreds of acres of blackberries or other weeds you need controlled. It's far more cost effective to use a helicopter for those big broadacre areas. And a drone's better off for your smaller, harder to reach spots. Fences are fine when you're trying to avoid them, as long as they're not overly high. Power lines are also nothing to worry about. If they're drooping across the paddock, we can usually fly under them depending on the situation, but most of the time they're pretty easy. Trees are your only problem. Of course, being an aerial application, we can't get overly close to the trees. We still have to keep our distance, but it's nothing that we can't handle. As long as good mapping is involved, we can get around it. Questions that farmers should ask the contractor when booking in is price, and kind of get a rough estimate of what area they're working with. Figure out what they want to be sprayed and chemicals to be used, and the time frame. It's always important to know when the farmer wants it done and how quickly. All contractors who use aerial application need to be registered with CASA. It's a requirement, and it's law. The herbicide used for drone spraying isn't more concentrated. There may be a different application for aerial, but it's still the same chemical that you would use either in a knapsack or a boom sprayer. The way we avoid spray drift and off-target damage is to make sure the weather is correct and make sure we're working within the correct parameters. We also check that the neighbours don't have any susceptible plants or anything that could be affected by what we're spraying, and make sure we're spraying at the right time of year. We can't take images of blackberries when they're being sprayed with our ag spraying drone, but we do have a mapping drone that can take high resolution photos, and if that's something the farmer wants, it's something we can supply. If you've got someone that's concerned about the privacy with drones, they are new technology, so it's right for people to be a bit concerned about them. Just advise them that there's a drone in the area, then most of the time it won't be taking photos or going near the landholders area, but it's best just communication and letting them know that a drone will be in the area or a helicopter, and just saves future hassle. A lot of the biggest myths and misconceptions about drones is that they don't work or are faulty, and of course, being a new technology, it's also had its ups and downs, but drones do work. You just got to know how to use them.